Lighting's not perfect, but it's all right. I'm having a hard time finding the right tone for this video. I don't know. Part of me wants to do it like very genuine, slow, heart to heart-y, but I think that'll like falsely portray this as unconfident, disconfident, I don't know, unsure, really depressed, which I mean is kind of true, but not fully true. That wrinkle's gonna stay there. But I also want to do like kind of high energy, comedic, confident, to show that like I do care and I do know what I'm talking about, but I feel like that kind of sacrifices a bit of the authenticity of it all. So I don't know. I don't know. I have a script, but I went through and changed it like heavily in between different versions. I had a plan, but I don't know if I want to stick to that plan. I guess I'll read through the script. I'm going to drop out, but not yet. Kind of. It's nuanced. Over the past 2 months of being home, I've realized a lot of just how depressed and unhappy I was at college for the first 2 semesters. Emerson is a good school. Like, it has its faults, definitely, for sure. Like, its structural faults. But, you know, during the college application process, as I was looking for different schools and everything, it's like Emerson really feels like if I want to go to film school, if I want to become a filmmaker, become a whatever, get into the movie industry, this is the best school for me. Genuinely. But I'm not a filmmaker. I don't want to get into the movie industry. I don't want to do any of that. I really don't. The first week of school, of like classes at Emerson, I had a realization that everyone here wants to make art. I don't want to make art. I want to make slop. I want to make shit. Not like bad, but like stuff. I just want to make things. They're not beautiful. They're not, well, whatever. They're just something. But it's hopefully entertaining. That's what I want to make. Just small little bite-sized things. I don't know. I've known I wanted to do this for many years. They were at a Blue Raspberry. Well, the fucking 7-Eleven was closed early, so I went to Wawa, but their Blue Raspberry machine wasn't working, so I had to get Cherry, which sucks. Everyone when they're a kid has some big dream job, right? I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a spy. I want to be a firefighter. Whatever. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a president. And so, you know, for me, this has been what it's been. Content creation, YouTube stuff has been that dream job for 12 years. When I was really young, I wanted to be a landlord of an apartment complex made entirely out of Legos. And then this green screen is not centered. Hold on. But then around 2nd grade, when I found out about Minecraft, because a friend introduced me to it, and when that same friend introduced me to online people playing the game, teaching you how to play the game, that's when I decided this is what I want to do. And I'm not alone, to be fair. I believe content creation now is like the #1 job that kids in the US want. But, you know, most people, as the years progress, naturally, they decide not to do those dream jobs. They decide, okay, maybe instead of the president, I'll be a lawyer. Or I'll be an accountant. or whatever. Or instead of a doctor, I'll be a vet. Or I'll be a nurse or a nurse practitioner or a hospital administrator or something. You get the point. Instead of being a race car driver, I'll just be a mechanic. I haven't given up. I haven't settled. I see these opportunities to. Hell, film school is that. To instead of being a YouTuber, to just be a movie editor, TV show editor, whatever editor. To be a cinematographer, to be a production assistant, to be a director. And it's like those are each big career fields in their own right, definitely, for sure. But it's not what I want to do. It's just not. It truly, truly, truly isn't. And so it's like, I'm in these classes teaching about how to do these things. And I'm just not interested. Because one, the class is boring, sure. But two, it's about a field I don't care about. It's about a position I don't care about. It's just, I truly don't care. It's like, it doesn't even feel all that different from fucking 9th grade environmental science. It's like, it doesn't matter to me. It just doesn't. There are some tiny little elements, sure, that are shared. Like techniques about cameras. Yeah, sure. Or stuff about, like, I don't know, editing. Totally. Yeah, those share the same elements. But while I'm here fucking learning how to be a collaborative part of a media production team, which, yeah, kind of translates into YouTube, I could be out learning the skills that are more applicable to YouTube. I could be learning, I don't know, good thumbnails, storytelling, marketing, whatever. All these different things that are like have some shared elements, but they're just not the same. And they just aren't. And so what am I doing? I'm wasting my time doing something I don't want to do in preparation to get a job that I don't want to do. What part of this process is supposed to be fulfilling? Because I know that even if I become an editor for a movie, if I edit the fucking Titanic, if I edit the next Avatar, I still won't enjoy it. I know that about myself. I won't enjoy it. I just won't. I mean, besides, it's like, I don't know. I think it's only fair for me to factor in the social stuff. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but it's like the first semester, the first half of it, I spent really consumed being a part of this one social group. And then kind of I got an early exit from it, and it later on blew up by itself. But like I realized once kind of departed from it that like, what was I doing that it wasn't making me happy? All the inner drama with people who I didn't really care about, who I thought were really annoying. Like, sure, some of them were fun, but was it worth it? I don't think so. That's why I was left coming out of it, and I sure still in my fucking classes that I didn't give a shit about, but like, what had I been doing with my free time? I hadn't been working on content creation stuff. I'd just been doing stuff with that social group. And now that it was over, what did I have to show for it? So like, besides that, I mean, since then, I have made a few good friends at Emerson. No doubt. I do really care about them. I love them. I think they're great. But it's not enough for me to want to stay. It just isn't. It's like, I don't know. I love them. I care about them. I want the best for them. But this, staying at Emerson just for them, it's not the best for me. And I know that. So it's like, you know, when I wasn't doing social stuff at Emerson in Boston, I would be sitting around in my dorm, either working on class stuff or just trying to relax. But frankly, I would realize I don't want to be here. The fact that I am in this dorm building right now is a simple reminder that I am not doing what I want to be doing. If I was able to grind my ass off, I would be able to get out of this. And so I'd go through my days, day by day, living in what felt like hell. Like, truly. I would feel disgusted by, like, the fact that I was still there. I would feel resentful towards everyone around me. I would feel irritated about the fact that I was still fucking there rather than out pursuing what I want to pursue. Rather than successful with what I really want to be doing. I'm gonna read off some, I think I have in my loose script here, some quotes that, I don't know, I had difficulty coming up with it in the script, but this is stuff that I wrote in text to my friends about all this. Not the Boston friends, to be clear. I wouldn't tell this to them directly. So I was saying, Emerson's a good school. Sorry. Just not for me. And so I'd spend my day-to-day sitting in the dorm or walking to the bathroom or whatever, thinking about how little I wanted to be there and how I should and need to grind my ass so that I can get the hell out of there. I did/have a few solid friends there, but they're not enough to make me want to stay. By the end of this last semester, I was miserable and almost asked my mom if I could get a hotel for the last week. I am not happy. And when I feel it out at my lowest, it all points to that I'm not doing what I want to be doing. I'm doing mindless work I actively dislike because I need to grind it out in order to pump all slop out and hope that something sticks and I get numbers. But that sucks. Doing this 50-50 focus of content in college sucks. Even now, I am coming up with projects and have to think about what my time frame is because there is the increasing threat of the summer ending and going back to Emerson. Fuck that, fuck all of this. I want flexibility, and I don't really feel like I have that. So I'm gonna bust my ass through the inflexibility, through the tightness, and stretch that shit out. So fuck it, even if it means I have to spend 5 years at college instead of 4, but I won't do either anyway. So that's why I'm dropping out. But I'm not gonna drop out yet. I'm gonna drop out by the end of 2025. That's the plan. And until then, I am going to bust my ass doing everything I can, even if it kills me, in order to make sure that I can drop out. That doing content creation is sustainable enough and I am self-sufficient enough to be able to live without it. Or without school, outside of it. That it's not just I'm sitting around doing nothing with my day, wasting time and wasting money on food and not, earning anything else. I have a plan. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to go into it. I wrote it out in the script. I don't feel like going into it. But I do have a plan. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I know what I'm doing. Or I'm pretty damn sure I know what I'm doing. Because if I knew what I was doing, I still wouldn't have fucking 200 subscribers on each of my channels. But I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to do it. I just need to get the work done. Because the thing is it's like, people will just say, like, why don't you keep doing the 50-50, not even 50-50, but, like, why not just keep doing the mixture of classes and schoolwork? And it's because that I know that if I don't make this number one priority, then it'll never be. Then I'll never truly put in enough work to make sure that it gets off the ground. When I was doing the mental health videos, God, these slides are blinding. When I was doing the mental health videos, like those, I set a deadline for the first one and then crunched my ass to make sure it got out in time. And it did. I wanted it out that Thursday at like 4 or 5 o'clock whenever I released it. And I got it out. And I did that without having the next two ready. I had them mostly ready, but they weren't ready. And it was because I knew that I needed a fucking deadline to be able to crunch these out, or else I would keep slowly chipping away at them bit by bit by bit. And so because of that, they all got out in time, which was good. But like now it's the summer. And the fuck have I been doing? I've been streaming some, sure. Been releasing a few clips, released one funny video, but like it's not really much of anything. Because like I'm doing all these different little projects, but they have loose deadlines. And so I just need to fucking commit. So instead of just slowly chipping away at things while school is number one priority, it's going to be content's number one priority. I make sure that, this is hypothetical, I make sure that daily there is a clip that comes out, there is a video that comes out, there is a stream that comes out. I make sure I hit those. Those are number one priority. And then in any of the free time I have, that's when I do my homework. Not the other way around as it has been for the past year. Because then I'm not prioritizing what I care about, and then the whole time I want to die. And it sucks. And I'm angry and depressed and resentful and irritable. Like even this spring semester, spring 2024, going into it, I was like, oh, I'm going to really prioritize content creation stuff more. And I did, admittedly, but not that much more. Not as much as I was planning to. So I just need to deprioritize the classes and stuff and really prioritize this. And I just need to hold myself to that. Or else I'm not going to. And it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I am a chronic overthinker. This is a bit on the podcast that we'll talk about frequently, but also anyone who knows me knows that I am just the biggest overthinker. But with this decision, there was nothing. It felt no thought, and it was great. Just this feeling of, this is what I am doing. I have decided. No extra thought, no extra concern, no ifs, ands, or buts. Just, this is what I am doing. And it felt, God, even now while I'm trying to record this fucking thing that I'm feeling oddly confined by, it's like just thinking about how light of a decision that was. It just fills me with levity. Is that the word? Kind of. It really just takes a burden off. It just makes me feel so much lighter, so much better, truly. It's like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm an overthinker. I'm the world's biggest overthinker, and this is a decision I'm making without any thought. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So that's it. I wanted this video to be comprehensive and a whole fucking big thing, so that the whole thesis, so that I could be like, if anyone has any fucking qualms with it or raises any ifs, ands, or buts, I could be like, go look at this video and have your questions answered. But I don't know. To put it frankly, I don't think I owe you that reasoning. I don't think I need to spend more and more fucking time justifying this one decision. It's a big decision, yeah. It's a gamble, yeah. You think I don't know that? I'm very well aware. Again, world's biggest overthinker. So yeah. I don't think I think I'm done talking about this. I think, that's it. That's all she wrote. So I'm dropping out by the end of 2025. And until then, I'm going to bust my ass to make sure that that is a viable choice. Not choice. A viable life path. Because that's what I'm doing, one way or another.